Happy New Year, everybody. Jim from Grassroots Piano. I'm really excited to get into this lesson. This lesson is for beginners. I specialize working with adults and adult learners, or if you need a refresher. We're going to go ahead and talk about 9 exercises, and most of them are playing oriented, but some of them will surprise you. Some other things that can keep your happy arms and fingers to continue to be happy, that's for sure. And a big shout out to so many of you. I've been grateful that I've been receiving emails of thanking me with the lessons, and also during the holidays I did more of a talking head video, if you will, as we call it in YouTube, just so you could get to know me a bit more and all that stuff. All right, so what we're gonna do is make sure you know a few things. I'm gonna talk about posture, but if you need to, I have a lesson linked in depth about posture, but everything else, we're gonna go through piano fingers, note names on the keyboard, and then the patterns we're gonna play. We're not gonna be talking about rhythm, we're gonna just get started to play, and through each lesson, I'm also gonna give you keywords that you need to apply when you are practicing. So let me know too how your practicing is going, and reach out in the comments or email if any of you have questions. All right, here we go. Number 1. This is our 1 finger. 2, 3, 4, 5. Get to know those inside notes. Sorry if you also play guitar, but this is a 1 for piano. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let's go to the keys. We are just going to be focusing on mainly the 5-note keys, but we have C here, and this is what we call middle C on my keyboard. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. It's a lot if you're brand new, I get it. Don't worry, we're really going to familiarize ourselves with these 5 notes. So think about the 2 raised keys. To the left is C. That is what we call our landmark or guide note. Just get that down. Once you get that down, you got C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. And if you want for extra credit, try to say the notes backwards too. Try it with me, where you can just watch C, B, A, G, F, E, D, C. I know if this is like your first time doing piano, like first 20 seconds, that's going to be, it's all right. That will come in time, especially if you practice. We are going to start with piano fingers, and we are going to start with just placing our right hand on middle C, and we're going to think about having our fingers curved. You can see in the other camera. We're going to have our 1 on C, 2 on D, E, 4, F, 5 on G, and some beginners will do this. We're going to try to bring our hands in a bit more. And now when we start playing it, we're going to try to focus on just pressing evenly, and we're not pressing too hard. Here I go. You can go slower if you need to. All right, a few things that might be happening for the new learners is you have to train your hand to keep your hand relaxed and curved. It's very normal, teachers exaggerate, to do all of this stuff, okay? Or something similar to that. It takes time, so just really be patient. Make sure that you're just taking your time. As you do this, it gets better. And that's kind of the time I just want to talk about. Piano is fun, and I want to make it fun, but we kind of have to go through the not so fun stage so we can get through that and then enjoy ourselves more. Keep that in mind. If we just think it's going to be fun, we're not going to progress it and play the songs or pieces we want to. We're going to do the same thing with the left hand now, and we are going to bring it down here. So that's our middle C. So now we have our 5 finger on C, 4, D, 3, E, and 2, F, and 1 on G. Playing like that. Oh, you might want to do a check. This is also from the Faber book. Keep your hands curved. Playing. New keyword, avoid flat hands. This is what flat hands look like. All right? Piano is an entire body experience. I know that sounds crazy and not like we're running or anything, but we want to think not just pressing the keys, okay? We're using arm weight, and this takes time. The first thing we want to do is do our check, see if we can get our hand placement as quick as we can. Finding C, you can even use that to navigate. New learners will be like, okay, this is C, okay, I'm ready. So you really have to be honest with yourself. It's very normal for new learners not to get that hand position correctly. So master that, okay? If you can get that and fingers curved, you are good to go. All right, so this is kind of 4. We are going to go ahead and play hands together, nice and relaxed. Fingers curved, pressing the keys with the tips of your fingers. You do this maybe 3-4 times. Each time you do it, try to work on a better goal, meaning achieve a goal like avoid flat hands. All right, speed building. Speed building means that we want to work on dexterity and get faster. So it's kind of like, I lift weights, but I just do a little bit. Speed building doesn't mean that you're going to just play really, really fast. All right, that's important to know. It means that you're going to gradually increase your tempo and then slow it back down. I'll show you what I mean. So we got our finger position really well. We're thinking at least 2 key words, fingers curved, and we are thinking avoiding flat hands. I'm going to play kind of relaxed. I'm feeling good. And I'm going to speed it up a little bit. Still relaxed. Playing with the tips of my fingers. Pretty relaxed, getting a little faster. I feel like I might lose control. If you're going to lose control, keep it here. And then slowly slow it down. You are training your muscles for accuracy and you're training your brain for calmness, that you're playing correctly. You're not just trying to go really fast and play sloppy, because that's how you'll train yourself. And slower. If you feel like you're getting sore and tight, you can do what I call the S&S, slow and soft, really slow. It helps with the muscles, helps with the blood flow. And this can apply if you're working on a piece or something else. And I got my chicken scratch here, and I have that because that's how I need to function these days. It works for me. All right, so the next one, if we get the speed building pretty good, the next one's fairly easy. We're going to play a short sound and then a long sound. So in piano land, music land rather, short is staccato, and we're going to just play it and then bounce off the keys. You'll hear different phrases. Some will say, like for kids, they'll think the keys are hot. And we're just kind of flicking the keys. You can see in that camera. This is an important one. A lot of piano comes from expression on articulation, and this is what this is. Making a different sound, kind of like how we speak sometimes. I speak fast and short, and you can practice that too, slow, fast. Legato is the opposite, smoothly connected, which is beautiful. You want to practice both, and then when you get this down, be careful. Staccato, sometimes people normally will speed up. Exercise 6 is very different, and I am going to address our hands and arms really quickly. This is for any level piano player, and yes, I'm not a doctor, but these are just basic exercise that our body does. So I'm going to use my right hand here, and I'm just going to extend my hands. If anyone's been an office worker on the computer or the phone or editing videos, anything like that, we are always doing this motion, and sometimes when you're a beginner piano, you're just thinking this motion. So we are going to go ahead and do this. I do it often when I'm driving, and I drive stick shift, but that's another story, one hand at a time. But for now, I'm just doing both, and what I'm doing is finger extensions, and I am working the muscles in a different range of motion, and it really helps me. If you have discomfort, simply stop. The next one are simple wrist twirls. I don't know if you can see it that well from here. This is a good one to do, and I do it nice and slow. And this is like 20 seconds. My favorite one. This really helps me. It targets all the muscles in here that gets tight, and then it's the tendon to the bone here. I call them wrist twirls, but figure 8. And I do this a bunch of times. And if I feel like it's really tight, I breathe in, I breathe out. In fact, I don't think I'd be making videos if I didn't do these exercises or teaching music. It's really my best friend. So that, and then I just do this, and my hands, fingers feel limber. All right, that is exercise 6. Hopefully you like it. You can use it when you need to. Even do these exercises, by the way, what I was just showing you, you can do them when you're not feeling tight, just to do a check-in. It's a good practice. All right, so this one's gonna be a little coordination. Again, this is for beginners. All right, so we're here, right hand, technique check. Yes, fingers are curved. So now it's C to D, C to E, C to F. It's kind of like a rotation thing, all right? Then we go backwards, G, F. I'll play that again, and that camera, you might sink in a little bit like that. Avoid flat hands, all right? I am repeating because your brain is taking in so much. You're using muscles that you haven't used before in this way, so that's why I'm doing that. All right, good. My microphone's still on me. My mic clip is a little broken. Left hand, same thing. That one I didn't pause. It's all right. And then you can do both. This is going to be tricky for beginners because we're doing the opposite. We're in unison note-wise, but we got the thumb here and the pinky here. So just take your time. Because I'm giving this as a lesson, it's taking longer, but these exercises won't take too much time. You can do a little bit. You don't have to do all of them. That's really important to know. All right, so I want to just talk about mindset check when you're practicing. It's really important to think about 2 to 3 things, or even just one, depending how tired you are. One positive thing that you are doing well. What I think I'm doing well, hopefully, I'm explaining things in a clear manner, somewhat positive, but not too quick or fast or not like I care. So that's really important, especially if I've been doing this for over 30 years. But it's all good because it makes my heart glow when adult learners want to play more. So you have to think about that, what you're doing better. Like it could be something simple. I can get my left hand here. I can get it to the correct C position. That stuff goes a long way. We could talk about that all day. We are going to play every other note. C, the E, to G. All right, and then we're going to move up one. See that? I am going slow because this is for beginners. I could just play fast and flashy, but it doesn't benefit you, all of you. And then you go here. If anyone would like a PDF of this, just say something in the comments. I'll see how I'll try to doll something up. I'm going to demonstrate it with a flowing manner. Here I go. D. 1 and a 3/5 finger. Always that. And then I like to go to the top, back down. Some would say this is good for wrist rotation, depending how fast you're doing it. But I wanted to mention something. We don't want to think just pressing here. We're really feeling the instrument using our body. Left hand. Kind of like, think of it, I could call it climbing the ladder exercise. Forgot to ask, hit the like button if you can. I would love that. I'd appreciate it. It's like leaving a tip. Sometimes I think I should practice these exercises while talking. And then, of course, do both hands. All right, another quick power tip before we go. Make sure when you're doing this, don't get overwhelmed with all the exercises. Do one that's helping you. Even if you're just walking by the piano, you might be on your way out, and just even get your hand position there. It's about getting a routine. It's about getting a behavior in. I do that all the time. Earlier today, I was in the other room and I was just doing fingering exercises. Just keeping the mind active goes a long way. So these exercises, I definitely include number 6, by the way. All those stretches, I would try to do a few minutes a day. Let's just say 2 to 5 minutes depending on your time, but stay consistent. And if you want to learn about some other awesome adult learners, I am just blown away. It's been the best Christmas gift, meeting all these cool people in the comments. You might want to check out the comments because it's pretty heartwarming. All right, until next time, please take care. I wish everyone well and Happy New Year. Let's make it a good one because a year from now, we're going to be playing songs together and all that good stuff. Bye-bye.